Hello everybody and welcome to the Flower Talk show, The Language of Love with Margarita. My name is Margarita and I would like to talk to you today about something that is coming soon. And what's coming soon, it's February the 14th, 2012, which I am celebrating my 30th anniversary here in Corpus Christi when I crossed the Harbor Bridge and I discovered this beautiful blessed land with beautiful water and sunshine and warm weather and very warm people that they are clearly not speak only English but they speak Spanish. Spanish was one of my preferred language to learn, so I was learning in Romania, but I didn't practice it too much, so I'm still practicing, but I like to go over the border, so I practice more over there once in a while. Tonight I'm going to introduce you to some flowers here that will be very popular on Valentine's Day. So as we know, the most popular in Valentine's Day is going to be the roses. So I'm not going to show you too many varieties. Maybe we'll have time to have another show before Valentine. And I'm going to show you some of the most popular ones, which they are the red roses, of course, the red roses. And baby bread, and what we have here, we have some baby bread that we have, and they are medium star baby bread. And also, I'm going to show you another color of roses that is very popular in time of Valentine, which will be the these roses. They are going to be the sterling roses, and they are lavender roses. These roses, they are like very popular on Valentine's Day, and you're going to see that they're going to be very expensive in that time because they are assortment of roses that they come in the boxes. They're not going to give a break when they are this kind of color. We have purple color, we have a lavender color, so sometimes we have black color. And like one of my viewer, he came to the church another day where I go, so he brought me one of these black roses, and I explained that when the girls want to get ready of any relationship that they have, they use this black rose, and they want us to paint one of these roses, so we don't do that. So if they want it, they can buy one of these black rose and do whatever they want to do. We don't recommend, but for fun, it's good to have it like on maybe Halloween day, or maybe sometimes when they kind of arguing together and they say that's it and they throw the rose. It's just kind of movie, scenes. So I will not encourage to do that. But you always welcome to use these sterling roses. And we have a bluebird and sterling roses. They are both of them the same color. So these right here, they will be very popular. So what I'm going to show you, how we're going to make a dozen of roses with sterling roses. And we're going to use one of the filler that will be very popular beside the baby's breath, the million star baby's breath, which are these baby's breath here. They are million star. They last very, very long. So you can have this, and even after you finish with your arrangement, you can hold them and just dry them. So it'll make a nice arrangement for a little bouquet that you want to give away. And I'm going to show you also another popular item. Of course, they are the carnations. So we have a variety of carnations here. I brought you some samples. So we have red carnations, we have green carnations, we have variegated ones, which is they will be very popular in Valentine's Day. We of course have the pink carnations, and we're going to have white carnations and the miniature carnations, which they are a little bit smaller. So you'll say peppermint carnation. They are all these two-color carnations. Now, what I'm going to show you, I'm going to show some containers that we're going to use for Valentine's. So we have this beautiful container that we can use it on Valentine as well as Christmas, as well as anniversaries, or there's such a pretty color, it's a radiant color. So I would say all the time during the winter time, before if you go in the spring and use pastel colors, you can use it starting from October, probably end of October, November, December, January. You still can use it in February for Valentine. Also, we're going to use a lot of purple ribbon, which is very popular with the purple tulips that they will be very popular on Valentine's Day. And also I have this beautiful ribbon, which is a satin ribbon. It's like really, it's like silk ribbon. And I like this ribbon. It's a little bit more expensive, so when the florist will tell you what kind of ribbon you want, do you want a silk ribbon or do you want a acetate ribbon? So that's the silk. It's a very very elegant, but it's more expensive than the regular one that the florist using in regular dozen of roses. So here is another area that I want to educate you to know what kind of ribbon. This is a sheer ribbon, which is more expensive than the regular satin ribbon. And if you want to have a sheer ribbon, it's easy to turn it and make little, not only the bows, but you can make a little decoration around the base with that. Even that you wanted to probably glue it or around the base, you can glue it in this way here, or you can just put it as a addition to the flowers. I'm going to make you a demo in a little bit. Now I'm going to show you another vase that is very popular, and all of these vases, they are crystal vases. You can see the shape of this vase is very nice. It's the shape of a heart, so it's very heavy. And when arrangement like that, if we put like 12 roses and we put some fancy filler, which is a queen and lace. Queen and lace is a very popular filler. It's a little bit more expensive than the regular filler, but it's lasting longer, and also you can add it up as a secondary flower, not only as a filler. So it looks very good when you look to the combination that we have to do it between the roses, and let's say if you want to use another flowers such as Casablanca lilies, which will be a very popular item also, as well as stargazers. So here's the Casablanca lilies, which they are one of the most expensive lilies after the stargazers, and the fragrance is like unbelievable, this fragrance. And we can use it as a single flower or as a stem. If you use it as a single flower, we're going to use it in one arrangement. You know, they will just put just a bloom. So we have some Casablanca lilies over here. As you know, Casablanca lilies, they are very popular in a wedding. And if you want to do a little wedding bouquet, you just use the Casablanca lilies. Like you can use 3 of them, or 4 or 5 of them for the bride, and you can use like 2 of them or 1 of them for the bridesmaids. Also, you can use it as a decoration in the entrance for the signing, when you want to sign, you know, the book signing and the guest book, and we can put it all together, you know, in the front of the guest book. Now another color of vase that we're going to use is going to be a pink vase, which is another syndicate vase. It's very popular and it's a little bit let's say frosty. It's a frosty pink. And don't be surprised, but a lot of people, they will ask for blue flower, for blue vase, because we have these beautiful blue flowers that I want you to see it. This bouquet of flowers that you see right now, they are delphiniums. They are such a beautiful delphinium. There are 2 kinds of delphinium. This delphinium is a little bit more blue, and we have another one that is a little bit more darker than that. They are both of them very popular. Another flower that is going to be used in that time, it's going to be snapdragons. As you know, snapdragons is a very fun flower to work with, and maybe remember when you were little children, you can just open and close this little mouth. It's like, see, like you open and you close, it's like a lion mouth. So it's something that is very popular. We keep them, I always keep them wrapped with a cellophane, because it's lasting more, the flowers, and the humidity is going to keep inside of the cellophane. And what I need to do, I just need to have this cellophane removed, because it's very hard when you take it out from the refrigerator to work with them unless they are loose. How I show you delphinium, it's a very very elegant flower, and you can use it in arrangement like baby arrangement. If you do it with a baby boy, you can use this beautiful delphinium. If not, you can use it for a masculine arrangement, which is very nice to send, and especially for the the man, when you want to send something they thinking of you, or something that thank you. You have a doctor, you have a lawyer that did a good job for you. I would encourage you to come to us, and we're going to fix your beautiful arrangement for them, and never leave anybody unrewarded. If there is a customer, you people that's selling cars, I would suggest you to send a nice bouquet of flowers to your customers, and also people that they are in real estate. When you sell a house, you should go ahead and sell. They buy one. That's this arrangement from us, and we will be sure that we have a thank you arrangement from you to them. Another flower that is very popular on Valentine's Day, they are gerberas. How you can see, we have like 3-4 colors of gerberas here. So probably most of them, they will be in arrangements. A lot of people, they just want to show love, not like husband to wife or fiance or guys to the girls. They just like, we just have it as a we have this arrangement as a love that you show to someone. So again, FlowersTalk. When you say FlowersTalk, the language of love, it's a love, because think about the moment when you buy the flowers. It's like when somebody has a baby, so you show the love for this person and the baby. You show the love for someone when they have anniversary. You show the love and the expression that you going to delegate to the flowers, the expression of love. You also get when the people get married, which is again the love that flowers give the messages to the newlyweds. So also newlyweds. So also we have a lot of places where unfortunately, like sadness is like a funeral. So what we're doing, we send some of these flowers to the funeral. So again, it's a sign of love. Another flowers that I will show you right now, they are tulips. The tulips, they become very popular. We have these variegated tulips that they are so beautiful, and these tulips, they fit very, very well in any arrangement or as a whole arrangement. So let's see if we're going to have like a red. We're going to put it in a red vase. We're just going to put it right here in a red vase. It's a little bit taller, this one here, and I'm going to keep it to hold it like that, because I wanted to show you that the humidity is not going to go away from that. So we can just hold this and show this later on arrangement to those, and then also we can put one arrangement all together. So we're going to show you one love arrangement, and another one is going to be that is going to express love. And I will ask my producer Henry if he wants to give me next to, in another room there is a little vase that is saying love in your left side, right there in the first, right there, yes, is a little red vase that say love. And that beautiful little vase that say love is just for very special people when we wanted to show love. And I'm going to go and take it. Like that. I have this beautiful vase that I really treasure this vase, and I think that many of us we should send one of these express of love, and for someone that we love. And it's a beautiful little vase that have the sign of love. And also another beautiful vase in a shape of flowers is this vase here. That is again an item that is like very unusual. What happened on Valentine's Day, I wouldn't like to be like a mass production of something. I want to be very special. And if you come, and this is time European Floral Designs, and 3216 Reed Drive. If you come and look to our varieties of vases that we have in this place, you are going to see that you can choose for every taste, um, every budget, and every occasion. You can come here and pick up on nice days, and I'll be very happy to match with the flowers that we have and have a nice arrangement for the Valentine's Day. Also, I'm encouraging you right now to buy the flowers before the event is coming, because the event is going to be very short, and you are going to be behind with the flowers. And do not put the florist in a really stressful mood, because they hire a lot of people that can help them through this holiday, but we don't want them to overwhelm them in the last minute. In this way, they will know exactly how many people they need for their arrangement. I mean, the orders that they have, because usually in a flower shop, you take the orders and you buy the product that the people order. Usually they take the credit card order, and or if it is wire services, they do florist to florist exchange. But what happened in this case here, we do have a lot of people, they just walk in, which is fine, but when you walk in, you have to be sure to not expect a customized arrangement like you will dream to be, because whatever is there in the shelf, that's what you get. So do not overwhelm people that they're working there to do something special for you, unless you really wanted to say, hey, I want to spend $500, and I tell you what, 2 people will work in your arrangement for like half an hour or 1 hour, and they will do $500 arrangement, but you have to be willing to pay. So again, some respect for the florist. I want to share with you this beautiful poem. It's a true love, and because just recently it was a football game, and John 3:16 was reminded and make a big advertisement. A lot of people got very upset about that. What I will like you to do is just to see that this poem is to say true love, and it's John 3:16. The scripture, they say, for God so loved the world, and V from the love, it's from V, from first letter from Valentine, and they said that has that he gave, and is A, and his own, his only, so L from only, and it's begotten, E from begotten, and Son, and that whoever believe in him should not perish but have eternal, everlasting life. So all together in the middle they show Valentine. So true love is Valentine, and true love, what is it? Is showing how God gave His Son to this world because so much He loves us. So I would like for you to, if you need a copy from that, I will be glad to do it. So call the number on the screen, and I will be very happy to share with you. With every arrangement that you come and pick up from us, we'll be sure that we're going to give you one of these souvenir, which is a John 3:16. It's my favorite. The reason it's my favorite because John 3:16, March 16, my mother passed away. So when I had my preaching class and I had to do the exit exam, so called my preaching, I preached John 3:16, and I said it's not the end of my mother's life, but it's the beginning of my preaching. So it's no way to work with the flowers without to have a faith, because the flowers, indeed, they are left in this world for us to take care of them, like you guys take care of birds and dogs and cats, and all of them, they are so-called helpless. If we don't take care of them, nobody else will do it. So we consider that we are chosen people to work with the flowers and the plants. I'm considering myself Dr. Plant because of my education and background in horticulture and floral design. Now I'm going to show you a very quick another vase, which is a little bit like I would say pink purplish. What happened in this vase here, I'm going to put inside the vase, when I'm going to make this arrangement, I'm going to put a candle. This is a floating candle. So as soon as the arrangement is gone, you're going to have this floating candle. So what you do, you're going to have this candle to this, I would say, will be candle holder, will become a candle holder after that. Now I'm going to make it being an arrangement that I'm going to use this beautiful I love these sterling roses, and I'm going to use these roses. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to keep here because it's in a plastic, this floating candle. So it'll be here in a plastic, and I'm going to put the flowers in this this arrangement. And again, don't be surprised, because if you see the candle here, a lot of people, they think, what is this magic? Yes, it's magic, because candles are always magic. So just pray after that with this candle, and keep it in your little altar at home, or whatever you have a little icon that you can pray to. I'm going to have some water in this this little container here, and how you see, because it's like the candle is going to float. So I'm not going to put too much water, because like you see here, there are two sides here that they are like pretty much open. So I'm going to take the roses, and I'm going to fill. Usually some people, they want more roses than 6, but I think the 6 roses, they are enough. Again, remind you that I'm using my petals. This is my signature, the petals that I'm using them. How you can see right here, I'm using them in this jar. So I use those right here in the jar. Okay. I'm using these roses right here in the jar. And these petals. So what I will do, I will take my roses, and I'm going to measure how much I'm going to cut from these roses, and I'm going to make a little design. One, two, and they have, again, I'm going to use my petals in this little vase over here. So I have 3. How you can see, I'm just going to use just the flowers first, and I'm going to do my little hand-tied bouquet. You can do it as a hand-tied bouquet if you don't want to set it directly. So a lot of people, they do a hand-tied bouquet and then set it in a vase, because they don't have this quick way to make it to look tight and secure. So therefore I'm using these roses directly, because see, I can see that it's very small. This opening of the vase is very small, and 6 roses will be sufficient to put it here and to give a little bit of nice look. And they smell beautiful, by the way. These roses smell beautiful. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you how I put these flowers together. It's such a simple, and it's very beautiful. And if I wanted to put something to enhance that, what I will do, I may just put a little bit of queen and lace. So this is the queen and lace. So I'm going to put a little bit to give a little bit of softness and elegance. Again, this filler, look to this filler, it's a little bit expensive. So if you want the florist to use this filler, you have to understand that you have to pay extra versus just a regular filler, which is going to be a baby's breath. I mean, like million star baby's breath. So here they are. I'm going to fill it right and left. I'm going to show you this arrangement, and it's going to be one of the I'd say one of the pieces that is very easy to accommodate in the office, and I'm going to cover it around with a lot of queen and lace. Even that they are little pieces, you just have to put it just a little bit for filler and for color. So you can see I stay away from the big flower, so I'm just going to put a smaller one because it's just a filler. So the big flowers, I'm going to put it as a filler for bigger arrangements. But I'm using here the one that they have the color of pretty much like matching with the purple. I mean with the lavender color of the roses. So I'm going to use all those together and fix them. So in this way it's going to give a little bit of softness to this place. So here they are. And like you see, it's more soft than before. See how softening this queen and lace? It's like really cute. And if you like to learn more about flower arranging, will you please call me in the number on the screen, and I'll be very glad to have classes with you. We do classes Saturdays also, and we do classes Tuesdays. So if you want Tuesdays and Wednesdays you have to work with me with your hours, and I will work with you. If you want private classes, I'll be glad to do it during the business hours when ladies, your husband is at work and you like to do something instead of shopping in a mall. It's something more rewarding here, and you can have a career in this business. So if you want to considering taking classes, here is a number on the screen. Call me, and I will be glad to show you what we can do. So here is a little arrangement, and if we want to put a ribbon, let's say we want to put a purple bows, I'm going to make a purple bows. I can show you how we make the purple bows, in and out and in and out. So what I will do, I will just put a little bit of this purple ribbon in the corner, so it's not going to take the beauty of these flowers. But also, if you have a card to attach to this arrangement, you just use a pin and attach it. So I'm going to use some wires, very thin wires. I'm going to make my little bows here, and I'm going to add it up and make for you a pretty arrangement here. That for you guys, if you want something that it's showing like, okay, can you be spiritual or psychic to know that I love you? So you send one of these purple color, roses. And if you wanted to really, if you are in a relationship and you want to show love, then you take the red one. So here is your little arrangement that it's very easy to keep it on the desk. So I will encourage you to call us and learn more about this flower arrangement. I will do another one for you in a little container right here. So I'm going to put some mixture of oops, I should go through it. Sorry, see what happened? We have to put a liner. So sometimes when the container comes with a liner, don't take it for granted because the container needed a liner. So I didn't have the liner. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to skip this and make another one, another arrangement I'm going to make another one in just a regular vase. So I'm not going to use this one here. I'm going to use one. I have a very good towel that absorbs everything, and I'm very grateful for that. So if I don't have the towel to use the towel, then I use it's very good to use the paper mache. Oh, it's fantastic. Paper mache is like really, really good to use it. And what I will do, I may just do the arrangement with some roses here. How about if I do it in a blue vase? Let's put it in a blue vase and make it a masculine arrangement. So I'm going to use in this arrangement here, I'm going to use some roses, which will be a very popular for Valentine, as you know. So we're going to do a small arrangement. Maybe we can just do it in this vase. We're not going to use purple, let's use the regular one. See? We're going to put a small arrangement here. So again, we can do a hand-tied bouquet. See, that's if you don't know how to do another kind of bouquet, we just do this arrangement with a hand-tied bouquet, so it'll be easier for you to settle it, to be in one of these vases. So what we're doing, we do one arrangement that is not a regular arrangement that you're going to pay $75 to $150 for the arrangement. So what I'm going to do for you one that it's going to be with 12 red roses, but the prices will be probably half because they are not so tall. So again, the florist is going to pay the height of the roses. So if you have 50 centimeters, 75 centimeters, if you have like maybe more than that, then will really make a difference in the prices that you're going to pay. So again, I'm taking the petals from outside, which they are too open, and I'm going to fill the vase. And how you can see here, I'm going to do a little bit of asymmetric arrangement. I'm going to put it here, then you can see how it looks like, and it will be easier for us. The design table is not so tall, and therefore is a little bit difficult to measure how big it's going to be, but we know that if we just have it this way, we measure 1.5 the height of the container. So if the container is a little bit smaller, then we're going to measure, like, let's say this is the container, so we're measuring 1.5. If it's like flat, we just measure 1.5. So we measure on the right, on the bottom, so we can see how wide they can be. And also, I'm going to see what kind of filler I'm going to use for that. And of course, how you can see here, we have a triangle. So we have a triangle with each rose that we put in here. We wanted to be sure that we have a little triangle going along. So here they are. It's a cluster of roses again. We put it all together, and we want to be sure that we have our triangle made it with each one of them. We take the thorns off, because when you take the thorns off, the flowers, they open easier. So we make our little cluster. Of course, we're going to spray it with, we have a preserve that will preserve the fresh flowers. So this is the very new one, a little bit of preserve. So we preserve the fresh flowers, so we spray it a little bit. So we're going to preserve them. We preserve the flowers with that, and we preserve the leaves, or we just shiny the leaves with a green glow. And if I want to add some greeneries here, I will. But what I can do here, I can add for the fragrance, I can add some Casablanca lilies here, which is very nice. Valentine is a white and blue. I always give a fresh cut, okay, to those. So I'm giving a fresh cut, and I'm going to have one Casablanca lily over here, and I'm going to have one more Casablanca lily over here, and I'm going to have one in another side, which I'm going to cut it from this flower from here. And always be sure you cut the pollens from inside. And I'm going to put one more over here. How you can see, I have an arrangement that it's going to be suitable for Valentine, but again, I didn't put a filler. So you don't put a filler, that means that you can really have an elegant arrangement, and probably it's going to be much less costly than the one that has a lot of filler. But what you do, because we don't have a filler in this, and we can see that we have this beautiful, this vase here. It's a tulip vase, we name it this vase. Or also, we name it, because of the shape that is there, with the broady vase. And I'm going to put a little bit more water because I know that I need the water till the top. But what I will do, I'm just going to have my fancy ribbon. It's not the same color, but usually you have to be sure that you choose the color of the ribbon that you work the roses with. So these roses, they are more like burgundy than red. There are some roses that are red, but this one here, they are burgundy more. So even they are burgundy, I'm just going to show you that I'm going to put a little bit of red just to symbolize the Valentine, event. So I'm now going to really formalize and make a big bowl, because this is a very expensive ribbon, and we don't want the people to pay the money because we make a big ribbon, but as a symbol of Valentine, and we always can put a little pic or a little sticker and say Happy Valentine's Day. So what I will do, I will just make a little, like you guys know how to do your tie to the your knot to the tie. See, that's what you're going to do here. Just one little cutie ones, and just let it flow. So here is, if we're having this side is full with the flowers, like the white flowers, what I will do, I will want to have the focal point this white Casablanca lilies. So I'm going to put the flowers right on the bottom. So here is another arrangement that I want you to see that will be very popular for Valentine's Day. And if we want the prices, this one here, because they are sterling rose, they probably will be like I would say at least $50, because you have this beautiful vase. And this one here, again, because it's smaller arrangement, and they have a Casablanca lilies, can be with a dozen of roses and Casablanca lily. Don't be surprised that you can probably have like $85 for one arrangement like that. If it will be in New York, ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be probably at least $175 for an arrangement like that. I know firsthand the flower shops in Manhattan, so I went there and I kind of mixed a little bit with them, and I start to make some arrangements. So Texas is leading in a flower design. We have a fantastic program here for Texas Master Florist, which I am a Texas Master Florist. So we're teaching even the florists. We're teaching the florists, we're teaching people professional flower design. We're teaching them how to combine not only the colors, but the texture and the moisture that they needed. And also we're going to show them the lasting. Some of the flowers, they are lasting flowers, which they are like a delphinium and also carnations, of course. But we will never mix carnations with, like I will never mix carnations with Casablanca lilies, which they are considering being like very high quality flowers and very expensive. I will not mix carnations with the tulips. I will think that will not be appropriate. And also I will not mix carnations with equine and lace. I will thinking that I will keep them separate from all this mixed together. I will just mix the flowers, I mean the carnation, I will mix them with the baby's breath, because they really look soft together, and this is like very common. But again, when you have the filler, it is a high quality filler. You don't want to mix them together. Also, the way how I put the flowers here, the 3 Casablanca lilies, I can put the 3 Gerbera daisies. So if you will see like here how it looks the Gerbera daisies, of course you're going to put a little bit more appropriate color. You're going to put like a little bit light red, or you put the white ones. The white one, they look very good, white and red. Or also there are some that they are variegated, so I will put that variegated ones. If we want to mix the Gerberas with the tulips, it's okay, because it's, again, they are both quality flowers. Another container that I didn't talk about is this cute little container that that comes in every color. So what we do is still putting the oasis in this. If you know what is oasis, it's okay, but I will just explain it to everybody. It's a foam that we put it in the water, and it's a sponge, I would say, and it's becoming very soft. So we put it in here, so then we make an arrangement noises. It's much easier for the florist to do that. but it's very time consuming, and it's more material that you can just put it directly in a vase. And a lot of us, you know, we just grew up in Europe, so we are used to pick up the flowers from the garden and put it all together in a bunch and set it in a vase, and set it in a very nice vase that we have it, and the shape that we do. And of course, how I explain it to you first, when I start to teach you flower arranging, what you do, you think about an egg. So if you think about having an egg, so the shape of the egg, that's what you do with the flowers. What you do, you're going to see the half of the egg, that's what the flowers come. See, if you see here, it's like a half of the egg is come right here. If you put it like this way, if you put it horizontal, and it's a half of the egg with the side up. If you put it like vertical like that, it's going to be whole egg. So your arrangement have to look like one egg. So in the bottom is going to be your vase. So have to look this way. If you look outside the trees, if you look to the bushes, you see this shape of egg. So if you want to do it 1/4 arrangement, imagine an egg, you cut it in four, cut it in 4, and that's the shape of the arrangement they have to be when you're doing one-sided arrangement, and just a half, one-sided half. When you do it around, again, if I will do here one, I will not do the egg like that. See, I will do it like horizontal, like would be here, like set the egg like that. So again, keep in mind this egg that I'm telling you, and keep in mind that all these flowers, they grow together. If you look at this natural growth, all these flowers, all these leaves, look at the way how they grow. You see the triangle, you have a triangle here, you have a triangle here, triangle here, so everything is in triangle. Because if you see the eye of God, it's like in what symbolic is, it's a triangle. So everything is seen in 3 corners, and I will say Father, God, and the Holy Spirit. So you have to look to this, even the cluster. The little cluster, if you look at the little clusters here, look, 3 of them together. 3 of them together. So all these triangles in a flower arrangement, it's a very, very must have. So do not have anything that you feel like, oh, I just feel like throw the flowers there. That's fine. If you want to do it for your house, yes. But when you go for the professional view, and if you are a florist and you remember this, it's really have to do it like the way how nature grow. Another item for Valentine, of course, it's our furries. So what we have a beautiful little Valentine here. It's a little bitty dog. So has everything is pink. So what you do, that would be a nice for a girl to give it to a guy, and also for a mother to a baby. And if you have a Valentine baby, we give one beautiful little furry stuffed animal like that. Also, a lot of people, they said, you know what, I like Froggy. I know someone, one of our instructors to the dance studio, she calling her husband Froggy. So anytime when she sees a Froggy, she just wants a Froggy. So it doesn't matter that it's Valentine's Day. You don't have to have a teddy bear. You don't have to have a doll. You just give a little Froggy. So here is Froggy for our friend from the dance studio, for her husband. And I asked him, is he Froggy? He said, no, I just called him Froggy because he just have like short name, FR and J. So I said, how about Froggy? So yeah, it's Froggy. So Froggy go very well along with any arrangement. If you want Froggy here, you always only put your little Froggy or your little stuffed animal. There are 2 ways to do it, okay? If it is a smaller vase, you just put it to hold the vase. And if it's one like that, you just put it here like he's presenting himself before the arrangement. So I think that I like more, it's more fun to do it this way. Another one that I really like it, I don't have any more of those. I used to have hope, faith, and love. I just have the hope one. It's so beautiful. This is a collector items, so it's very pretty. They said hope is believe that you can. So this is very nice to give to someone that that is a wish bear. So you say hope, and they said believe that you can. So I like it. It's like it's a wish best. It's a wish bear. It's a hope. It's a collection of 2003 collection that they make it the wish bear. So they are so beautiful, because especially if you have someone, this is for every occasion, not only for the Valentine. So if you have a little child in the hospital that he is sick, we just send home. And this is a very nice a gift to put. Again, you can put this here to hold the vase. If we have a vase, like that, we just hold the vase. Okay, we hold the vase like that. It's so cute. Look at this, the way how we hold it. And also, if you want to put the arrangement to be in the front of the arrangement, I explained it to you. We can just put it in the front of that of this bear. So it's like very pretty, because you just put it in the front. So you just put it this way. So you always tied it up in tie this beautiful little teddy bear, and they're showing that believe you can. So this is a nice to give hope to someone. Also, don't forget about our silk flowers, that you always can do. Remember the flowers, the silk flowers that we're going to have it, give it to people. And also, one item that I really wanted to emphasize at the beginning of this beautiful vase, we carry these beautiful crystal roses. These crystal roses, what you do if you want to give to someone a gift of flowers, and you want chocolate candies or a teddy bear, I would say that will be very appropriate if you want to put one of these roses that they will keep it all the time, and we just put a little ribbon and say Happy Valentine's Day or I love you. So we can put it right in the middle of this arrangement. Or also, what we can do, it looks very good. Let's pretend that these are red roses, so we just put it right here together. So it will be the keepsake, because the vases will be there, but the keepsake is not going to be there. So also, what I said, it is like very nice, like I'm planning to give this arrangement tonight to a lady that she just turned 93 years old, and is a dear lady, a dear friend of mine, and I am preparing to give her this nice arrangement. And what I will do, I will just put a little crystal rose inside, and it's a nice yellow crystal rose. It's a red, and I have a lot of them that they are different other colors. So there are many colors that we can have these roses for you to to share and to put it in your arrangement. So if I put this flower, see right here in this arrangement, we just give a beautiful, look how beautiful is this with this crystal rose. So the crystal rose is a keepsake, so it's very nice to give it to someone, and it's very popular to carry a crystal rose with you, which means a symbol of love. So I would say, if you love someone and you want to have something that keepsake from you after the flowers go away, you can do this crystal rose. This crystal rose is also, you can have, let's see, this one here is a white. So if I'm taking one of the ribbon and I'm going to try to make a little bows, around, or you can also, not only that, you can do that, but what you can do, you can have the flower, this rose, you can have it completely, if you want to do it, you can really, like you make a little knot over here, so you just start it like you will tape, but you're not going to tape, you're just going to put the ribbon, and see right here you secure the ribbon in the top. So what you do, you just come like you will wire with the tape your wire design that you're going to use it. So what you do, you can just go in and out. So just go right to left, and just put a little bit of stem, and the stem that you're going to put it, it's going to be a cute little stem that's going to be around, and you go between these leaves and continue going down, see, this way. So let's say if you have the purple rose, you just put one of these purple, so it's giving you this, they're giving them this remembrance that they receive some purple roses on Valentine's Day. Also, you can do the same thing with red. And it's very easy if you use a sheer ribbon. It's easier to use it than to use the regular ribbon. So what you do your termination like you do it in a bridal bouquet. You just do your knot here, and you do it twice. See, twice over here, and just you can leave it hang over here, and be sure that you did a very good secure design here, and you can even glue it or just put it back in the design. And also what you can do, you can have a little ribbon. Again, you do a little bows, very short bows. Okay, so I'm going to repeat in just a minute. What did we go through tonight? What did we learn tonight? And how can you get hold of us? Our show, it's Sunday from 2:30 to 3:30 and in the afternoon, and also it's going to be Friday morning from 10 to 11. Remarkable is the fact that we are open for you to ask questions anytime, but I don't know if we'll ask you if you can ask questions and I can answer during the show. Many times I take your question and I am very happy to personally call you and tell you the answer because there were a lot of questions, a lot of people that watching our show. So how you can see, I put here the cute little purple ribbon. So we're going to have a very nice rose, which is a love rose with a little bit of let's say the purple symbolizes a little psychic power. So what you give to people, you give a little bit of let me think about that. So tonight, how you can see, we talk about the flowers. That there are some of the flowers they use for Valentine. They are very popular. Again, we have Gerbera daisies, we have snapdragons, we have Casablanca lilies tonight, we have delphinium, we have again we have bluebird or sterling roses, which are both, these colors are very hard to find them. We can do corsages with that. We can do one rose, maybe one rose in that time would be like $7.50 or maybe even $10 in a nice vase with the bows and a little bit of chocolate candies. We have very beautiful chocolate candies. We have our candies, they are little bottles of candies with a liquor, or we also have just regular chocolate. We have the teddy bears that I show you. We have beautiful little teddy bears, and if you want to cheer up somebody, we're going to help you to make a nice selection. We have very good selection. So give me a call, and if you want to place your order before Valentine, I'm Margaret, and my show, it's you can watch my show Fridays and Sunday, and we have classes here that I can teach you about flower arranging. And also, if you want to be trained in the shop, it would be very good because we have a good program in training you all. Again, I show you tonight the tulips, and also if you have a cheerleaders that they're going to have a competition in that day, please be sure you bring them at least one rose. So if you buy in bulk roses, we're giving you a better price. Do not stress us out and order the flowers in the last minute. I have a great producer. I want to thank you so much to my producer, Henry McLeod, that he's doing a very good job, and he's awesome. So everybody in audience tonight, you are so wonderful, and we're going to talk after the show and put me questions. And Henry is a great photographer. If you need a photographer, that if you see these beautiful shows, and if you see the number on the screen, and if you want to give him some compliments, please do that, because this show wouldn't be possible without Henry McLeod. He's like really amazing, very talented, too talented for these shows that we have it. No, just kidding, because we really wanted to go in a Fox and have a top spot there, because we are very professional. He's very professional, and I am, and I do this for you, just for the public service to all of you. Thank you so much. We enjoyed having you here tonight, all the audience. Thank you very much. I appreciate your help, your input. You're going to hear some little music that my producer has to be romantic music for Valentine's, so we're asking him to do that. He's doing a great job. So my business card, they are beautiful, and he did it. So if you need a business card, just call me, and you're going to see top-notch business card made by him. Thank you very much, and God bless you all. Look forward to see you on my 30th anniversary, which is Valentine's Day. So I'll be very glad to come by here, and I will handle personal rose or carnation to each one of you, the lady rose and the man carnation. Just come and see me. Again, my name is Margaret, and thank you so much for watching our program, and look forward to work with you many weeks and years from now on. Thank you, and God bless you.